sips hot chocolate because let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to the Mom Couch. I know this isn't exactly a couch, but we're going to get into that. My name is Myshira, and I'm a mother. I just want to share what this podcast is about because I know you guys are like, what the heck? So if you've seen some of my reels, some of my shorts, I'm just going to be talking about the joys and the experiences you get through motherhood. So what is a mom couch? You ever had a friend where they would come over, you put the kids down and they sit on your couch and you guys talk, and it doesn't matter how messy your house is, how messy you look, you don't care because that's your ride or die. She comes, she talk, you tell her all your problems, but mom version. So your house might be a little mess, your hair and everything because you just tackled them and put them to bed. This is that couch. This is that couch where you come and you let it all out. We are going to vent. We're going to be vulnerable. We're going to let our feelings out. I know. I don't like that V word either. I'm learning. But you guys get the honor to travel on this journey with me of vulnerability, of healing, of learning in motherhood. Because I feel like you need those things in motherhood. So yeah, join me. And I know it's just me talking, but I want you guys to join this virtual couch and leave your venting in the comments below. Type whatever you're feeling as I'm talking, ask questions. Other moms might answer you. This is going to be that platform where you can just let it all out, girl. If you guys want me to talk about a certain subject, let me know because I'm doing this for moms. I'm doing this because I feel like sometimes us as moms don't have a space to vent. Like, I feel like if some of you guys are married, that's cool. I'm married to my wonderful husband. But some are not, and some of us is just moms, and we don't have a space to be like, my son just painted all over the walls, and my older daughter, she went to school fine, but she came back with an attitude and she won't talk to me. And, we don't have that space to talk, and we got it bottled all up. And then next thing you know, next week, now you're bugging out, but you're not bugging out because something crazy happened. You're just bugging out because you have all that stuff in you that you need to release. And this is what I want this platform to be, right? So, I know you guys are wondering, why's all these balloons here? Well, it is my birthday today. And I'm in this wonderful cabin because I needed to take a break. And I'm going to talk about that today. Thank you, baby. So, yeah, join me. Get comfy. Get your favorite drink because we gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be talking about how to take a break. How to take a break. Because if you don't, So let me just start off by today. Today's my birthday. I have a set of twin girls that are 8 months, and I have a 1-year-old, almost 2, boy, Jackson, my baby. And I didn't know what I wanted to do for my birthday. I was literally just focused on the kids. The kids need this. Winter is coming up. And I put my birthday on the back burner. I didn't even think twice. Like I didn't think I was going to do anything up until I think maybe 3 weeks before my birthday. Yeah, like 3 weeks before my birthday, I was like, all right, girl, you stressed out. What you want to do? And I made up my mind. I wanted to go somewhere. Um, I wanted to go to somewhere to relax. And I was looking for places and I saw this place on TikTok. And I'm not going to reveal the name, but some of you guys might know from the scenery. And I'll reveal it later. But and it's just so quiet. It's so peaceful out here. I got a chance to clear my mind. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 under 2, and it's been hectic, y'all. Like, it's been crazy and just a whole bunch of going on. My husband works. He comes home at night, so like I have to do the whole bedtime routine. You guys know. And it's just been really hard. It's been really hard. They just started daycare, so the mom guilt started hitting in, and I was like, I'm putting them in daycare, but I feel horrible because they've been here with me all this time, and everybody's saying that daycare is horrible, and then there's some people saying you need a break, and I was just everywhere. It was terrible. Like, my mind space was not in a good place at all. So here I am in this cabin, getting rest, getting my mind back, healing, okay, and talking to God and letting Him heal me, allowing myself to be vulnerable in front of Him. And so, yeah. Sips hot chocolate because let's talk about it. So, I want to talk about how important having a break is, especially if you are a parent of more than one child. Now, one child is more than enough. I'm not downplaying the number of children. But having a break away from your kids, and I know, especially for first time moms, how hard that can be because you're so attached, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom and they're with you 24/7 and you guys do everything together. It's hard. It's really hard to get away, even though you know you need it. Like, you'll spend the day, you'll get upset, you'll get overwhelmed, they go to sleep, and then all of a sudden they're sleeping and you're scrolling through your phone looking at pictures of them because you missed them. I've been there. I've had a stressed out day, crying and all, crying with the kids. Like, we're all crying in the room. Like, we're all 3 of my kids is crying and I'm crying too because it's hard out here. And then I finally get them to sleep through the night and I miss them. And I'm looking at pictures of them on my phone because that's how it be. And it's in our nature. It's in our nature to do that. So don't feel terrible because mom guilt is real. But we gonna talk about it. So, yeah. So I'm out here in this cabin with my husband getting away, which I thought I couldn't even imagine it at first. We went away for 3 days and I'm just like, I don't know. I wanted the break, but in the back of my head, I was like, I really don't know if I could do this. If I can, this is my first time away from my kids. And they're still so young. And I said to myself, I don't really know if I can do this. I don't know if I can be away from them for 3 days. And my mind started thinking like they're gonna go home and they're not gonna see us. They're gonna wake up and they're not gonna see us. And all of these things went through my head. And I was like, well, I can always FaceTime them. But, they're still young. Like, we did it earlier. And, my son saw us and my daughter saw us. And, they was like, looking at us and stuff like that, but it's not the same as being there. And then I was like, I'm gonna be missing moments. Like, what if my daughters do something new because they're 8 months? And all this stuff started going through my head. But as I was here, this is our last night here, and I started to realize something. Had I not gone to this cabin and took a break, I don't know where I would be mentally because my mind has been so clear. And I'm not just saying this because, like, trust me, I mean this because I want to be with my kids 24/7 through the stress, the pain, the crying, and all. Okay, poopy diapers and all. Give me my kids. And my mind has been so clear here. I've been able to get into the space and one, connect with my husband, two, connect with God, and three, just enjoy quietness. And that's a thing. That's a thing. I went into parenthood of more than one kid really quick. I had my first one in 2022, 21. 21. He was born in 21. And then a couple of months later, I don't even think he was one yet. I think he was probably 8 or 9 months. It had to be like around that time. I was pregnant with twins. And in March, I gave birth to twins. And he had just turned one. And all of a sudden, boom, I had 3 kids. And it just escalated so quickly. And I just remember telling myself, like, you got this. Like, you was built for this. Just a little background. I come from a large family. I have 8 brothers and 1 sister. And I've always had a lot of kids around me. Like, my mother took kids in, and we've just always been around like a lot of kids. Like, that was just my life. And as I grew up, I had jobs with kids. I wanted to work with kids. Like, I just knew that's where my life was going. But as for me having kids, no. No, not me. I didn't want to have kids of my own because, like, that was my life growing up and just of what everybody was saying. But that's for another episode. But I kind of forgot what it was like to really just sit in your house and it just be quiet. It be quiet and you get your alone time and you talk to God and you write in your journal, you talk to your husband. I forgot. I forgot that feeling. I did. And even when I did get a long time and they were sleeping, I was either cleaning up the house because the house was a mess. I was finishing up some work. I was trying to cook dinner. I was doing all these other stuff. Like, I would take a break and sit on my phone, but there was stuff that needed to be done because I was momming all day, right? And so I didn't really get that time to just relax and disconnect. And now that I got this chance to kind of go off grid and just to get this peace, this quiet, this connectivity, y'all, it's life changing. It's life changing. And I understand if your baby's too young and you really can't leave them now, I just want to encourage you to eventually do it. If you can't do 3 days, do 1 day. Get off the grid and just take a day where you get into a space where it's quiet. Get into your ideal space. I didn't know the woods would be my ideal space. I am trying new things out because did not know, but I love it. Why didn't nobody tell me? Like, I love the scene. I love the feeling. You guys already know, like, comfy and cozy is that's my thing. Like, we're gonna put on some sweatpants, a nice knit outfit, and we're gonna get comfy because nobody got time to be dressing up and everything. Anyway, so yeah, if you get a chance to get in a space and take some time for yourself, do it. Do it. Do it for yourself. Do it for your kids. Because if you are not sane yourself, you're not going to be able to help your kids. You're going to do more damage to your kids. And you're going to wonder why they kind of grew up a certain way. Now, disclaimer. I don't want to portray the mom that knows everything, because I still consider myself a first time mom. I know I got 3, but I had them so close together. So I still feel like a first time mom. Like, I feel like I had them all together. I feel like they're triplets. So I'm not, and they're also still so young. So I get it. I probably have so much to learn, but you guys are on this journey of learning with me. And I might look back at this and be like, girl, you did not know what you're talking about. But you guys are going to be right here with me. And so, yeah. I'm not claiming to know everything. I'm not this mom guru who's gonna teach you how to do this and that. I'm just simply here to talk, to tell you my experience, how I think about certain things, what I go through as a mom. And I just think it's needed, because I feel like what I go through as a mom is not just what I go through. Like, I feel like other people are going through this too. I was talking to my friend, and she was saying that, like, her son just started to walk, and how he like, he was taking steps, and all of a sudden he just started walking. I didn't know. It might sound crazy, okay? Y'all don't judge me. I didn't know, like, kids just, like, they just pick up the skill to walk. Like, literally, I remember when my son started walking, and I was just sitting on the floor one day, and he stood up and just started walking. And it was so emotional for us, because he was way past one. And other kids his age was walking. And I'm like, okay, like, when is our son gonna walk? He's starting to look like he's far behind in his milestones. And I was feeling all of that. You know, you want your kid, every mom wants their kid to advance and be this kid who's eating more than others and excelling in their milestones. But that's just not reality. And every baby has their, their steps, their limits and stuff. So anyway, he just got up and started to walk, and it was so emotional. And I didn't know that until my friend told me. He was like, yeah, and then one day he just got up and started walking, and now he's walking around. And I'm just like, wow, that happened to my kid. So anyway, that just let me know that we have the same experiences. It might be in a different space. It might be at a different time, but we really all go through the same thing. And that's what I want to talk about. I don't want to be this know-it-all mom, because that's not me. I have flaws. I make mistakes. I I need a lot of guidance, and I'm still learning, but I'm learning with God. He's truly, and the Holy Spirit, I have to pay my respects. And y'all, if y'all don't know, I love my Jesus. I love my God, because he has brought me through so much. And I just don't know where I would be. And in fact, this whole podcast is really orchestrated through him. I don't do nothing on my own, and I pray that anything I did wasn't on my own and it was truly Holy Spirit led, because I don't know where I would be without him, and I don't want to be outside of God's will ever. And when you understand the importance and the reverence of being in God's presence and in his will at all times, life changing. Okay. I'm sorry. I can make a podcast on how good God is alone and have 5 books to write. But yeah. So I am still learning. And you guys get to come on this learning journey, and hopefully there are first time moms on here still learning too, and we can learn together. Girl. So yeah. that's about it. Join me for my next podcast. My podcast will be weekly. Every Tuesday, I will put up a podcast and you guys can join me. I want you guys to get your cup of coffee, relax. And this is the type of podcast you put on when you just want to chill. You put the kids down. You need something to listen to. You need to vent. You need to tell someone, how your day went. Your friends are sleeping, or you don't have no friends like me. No, I have some, but and you just need to let it all out, girl. Put on my podcast. I'm here, all right, and hopefully I'll have some mom subscribers on here, and we could just rock out. I plan to do a live so we can all chat, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and yeah. So join me. Join me on this journey of motherhood. And welcome to the Mom Couch. I love you guys. Talk to you later.